It is what it is. I bet you when he ran into that kick, he probably broke his shit. Well, those guys just made the easiest paycheck of their lives.
The fans are annoyed. He probably wants to get out of there straight away, doesn't he?
I thought he was just slipping. He just wants to get out. Mate, I've injured my knee in there. It's horrible.
Did we all get duped? I mean, he's blew his shit out.
He looked like he was injured on the way out. That was what I was saying.
Something is wrong.
Max landing.
Got to see when he was in that check-in area and he was moving his leg about. I was like, there's something wrong here.
Blows out his foot. Chat, I don't even think that's what blew out his foot.
We kept everything secret this camp. There was a reason why.
So he throws the kick. Again, I know you'll be saying I'm reading a lot into this in the comments, but just look. Boom. And then it's like a little stumble back. Like, it's not conclusive proof that there was anything wrong, but it's not McGregor at 100% either. Like, that doesn't look great. And then the third time he throws it on the footage, boom, and then he walks away. So we don't actually see McGregor in full flow, like kick, 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 like hammering the pads or... It's almost like, and I'm not saying that this is the case because it's hard to know. When they needed their footage, he's like, all right, let me do the kick I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, potentially that's possible. Because this kick and then him walking off doesn't prove he was fine to me. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he threw the kick on the pads. Aye. And then he walked away immediately. Like, he did 3. It's very possible that there was a tear that was bad enough to not be able to win a fight, but that he was still able to pretend for a minute. Very possible. Fighters have done this for time, by the way.
The biggest story emerging from UFC 329 unexpectedly had nothing to do with the fight's victor. Instead, all attention focused on a single moment, the instant Conor McGregor's knee buckled. A highly anticipated comeback, years in the making, vanished in mere seconds, leaving fans with more questions than definitive answers.
Had the man weak in the knees, I guess, so... You know, all jokes aside, I just hope he's good, you know. I know Conor been battling some stuff. Looked like he really been changing. You know, he found God. He had his kids in there. So, you know, during the fight, you could obviously tell his demeanor changed, you know. And I was, you know, shout out to the ref. I was trying to tell the ref sooner, you know. Like, this guy's kids is front row, you know. I don't want to see him take unnecessary damage.
They'll exchange with him and he'd shoot in. What's happened? Oh my God, McGregor's done already. Well, he's finished. The new boy is in town. The main man's here. Know what I mean? I can become the face of the organisation now. But, yeah. Great, what a performance from me. Don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but what a performance.
Conor McGregor starts the fight. He's got a fucking mohawk. Why not? And what does he start the fight with? I predicted it would be a spinning back kick to the body. No, he starts the fucking fight with a lunging, jumping switch kick to the head on Max Holloway. Steps in, and remember, steps off of that bad leg, because there's a whole bunch of conspiracies about what this actually was. Steps in from that bad leg, jumps himself up off of his front one, and switches into a high kick attempt, which comes very close to landing on Max Holloway's face, by the way. Lands on this leg here. The fight's basically over, dude.
Whatever side you fall on, one thing is undeniable. This has become one of the biggest talking points in recent UFC history. One of the first people to break down the sequence was Joe Rogan, who focused on the awkward kick McGregor threw early in the fight. Rogan explained that the way Conor planted, twisted, and landed after the kick appeared to place enormous pressure through the leg, suggesting it was that chain of movement which ultimately caused the devastating injury rather than one single dramatic impact. Watching it back in slow motion, it's easy to understand why so many people immediately started replaying the footage over and over again.
What? Oh! Oh, what the f? Nah, it was his left one he broke, but I don't know what the f that was. Nah, this is bad. Yeah, that's bad. What the f? Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Yeah, hit him. No mercy. What the f? Let him up, let him up, let him up, Max. Go, Max. Yeah. Don't. Oh, whoa. That's us, though. I hit him. Yeah, that's one more for the chosen few. This is where the streak begins. We only up.
But that explanation didn't stop the speculation. Within hours, fans began dissecting everything leading up to the fight. McGregor's movement backstage, his body language during the walkout, even the first few exchanges inside the cage were suddenly being analyzed frame by frame. Some fans began asking whether he could have been carrying a problem before the fight even started. Others dismissed that completely, arguing injuries like this can happen to anyone at any moment in mixed martial arts. These remain fan theories, not established facts, but they've undeniably become part of the conversation surrounding UFC 329. McGregor himself quickly addressed those claims. Posting after the fight, he insisted he didn't enter the octagon injured, explaining that he'd been throwing kicks, planting and jumping throughout training camp, and even backstage before making the walk to the cage. According to McGregor, the injury came completely out of nowhere, describing the situation as hell and admitting he was in one of the darkest moments of his career. That statement only added another layer to the debate. If McGregor truly entered the fight completely healthy, then the comeback was ended by nothing more than a split second of devastating bad luck.
Oh, what's happened there? Has he walked in a pair of Nike shocks? Yeah. How's he got away with that? Yeah, were they a pair of Nike shocks then? Oh, he's doing the walk. Ooh, ooh, Sam. Right, here we go, here we go. Started off with a kick and slipped. Slipped again. This is a bad start for Conor, jeez. What's going on with Conor? Oh God, is he slipping? Is he in pain or what? Oh, something's up with his leg, innit? What? What's going on? Oh, Joe Rogan said it's his ACL, so it definitely is. He's just got like MRI vision where he can see into his knee, just like diagnose him straight away.
How long's ACL or?
ACL injury's about a year. Bit tricky at his stage in his career, isn't it? Listen, he's done everything. He's got loads of money. But sometimes it isn't always about the money and doing everything. Sometimes you just want to fight. Yeah, it's not good, that.
The face-off that day is at 80 million views. So if there was a pre-existing injury, somebody would have noticed it. He was limping, put his shoes on, he ran right at him. I don't think there was. Anything is possible, but he sure didn't look like it. And for 80 million just on my accounts, that number's got to be massive. Nobody noticed anything, so there you go.
Did he know that before he stepped foot in the cage? Because people are looking at all sorts of footage online now and going, was his knee fucked before he even got in that cage? And did he know that this was a complete waste of time before the bell even rang, you know?
Yet, for those who believe subtle warning signs were present, the ongoing scrutiny of those opening moments in search of answers is entirely understandable. The truth remains, only Conor McGregor and his team truly know what he felt before the cage door closed. The reaction from around the MMA world was immediate. Dana White called the ending heartbreaking, especially after such immense anticipation. Joe Rogan reflected on the sport's brutal, unforgiving nature, where a single awkward movement can irrevocably alter a fighter's career path. Paddy Pimblett expressed disappointment that such a significant fight ended before it truly began. John Jones and Tom Aspinall both emphasized how swiftly fortunes can shift in combat sports, while Alexandre Volkanovski recognized that injuries are a harsh reality every fighter must accept inside the octagon. Now, attention turns to what's next. If Conor McGregor's rehabilitation proves as lengthy as anticipated, the clock will continue to tick on one of the UFC's most storied careers. Every subsequent fight becomes even more significant. With limited time remaining at the elite level, fans are already debating whether the UFC should book an immediate rematch with Max Holloway upon his full recovery, or if both fighters should pursue entirely different paths.
Não tem reação, acho que todo mundo tá esperando a volta do Conor na luta entre os dois e uma fatalidade dessa acontece, faz parte do MMA, não tem muito o que fazer. Vamos esperar os próximos capítulos. Isso é bom para todos nós, para mim nada mudou. O próximo da fila ainda continua sendo eu, Charles Oliveira, bastante coisas.
I'm worried more about the fights in front of me, but yeah, it happens. I mean, that happens. When you put 3 guys up on stage, 2 guys are going to fight, it can happen.
Can we expect something soon? Is it trending in the right direction?
Absolutely. I mean, they were here, right? They're on stage. Read in between the lines, boys.
Now, historically, you've always said you've never encouraged a player to retire unless you're really taking a lot of punishment. But when you see Conor suffer an injury after obviously the leg break and broken toe and what looks to be a potential ACL, at what point do you think that maybe you should listen to your body and call it?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly. I do feel that way, but it's the guys that start saying, I've been thinking about retiring, and the minute you start talking you're thinking about retiring, you absolutely positively should. I haven't heard that from him yet, but you know, he hasn't spoke publicly yet. We'll see what he has to say.
And if he comes out and says, look, I'm going to run it back, are you open to that?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. There's a lot of unanswered questions right now that will play out over the next several days. And that's why I don't come into these things and start, you know, talking about the future. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen tonight, tomorrow, and Monday, and then we'll get back to the office on Tuesday. And it's not even worth talking about right now. I don't know enough.
The fallout from UFC 329 continues to spark intense debate, ensuring the event won't be defined solely by an untimely injury. Instead, it will be remembered for the fervent discussion it has ignited. Various replay angles, diverse opinions, and reactions from fighters and analysts have all contributed to the ongoing dialogue. Many questions still linger, leaving fans and pundits alike struggling to find closure. Whether the incident was simply an unfortunate moment in the octagon or a catalyst for the relentless scrutiny, one thing is certain: the conversation surrounding Conor McGregor's comeback is far from over.